What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Glor, and we got season 1 or season 2, week 1, the match between Bartender and See You Next Tuesday. And we're gonna start following perspectives, and my goodness, this is getting off to a start really fast. Nice kill by Tuesday. I just wish I saw it in time, so I'll be paying closer attention now. We're actually gonna turn down the game volume a little bit after this fight. It's coming in a little bit loud. And Bartender with some crazy mouse motion. He has a very aggressive forward style, and it's gonna be interesting to see how that puts up against Kunt's more complete style. But he also hangs back a little bit more, so we'll see reaction versus offense. And it is 1-1. Okay, so we've turned the volume down a little bit. Some crazy forward aggression from Bartender, but that's kind of what we come to expect and see, as he's kind of used that as his 1.04 style for, well, a while now. Really trying to capitalize on those parries out of blue specifically. And See You Next Tuesday hangs back and sweeps him up with the yellow. And it is now 1-2. And a nice clean kill by Bartender, coming in with a blue sweep. Let's follow Tuesday's perspective. Get a little dizzy over here. All right. So, in the case of Tuesday, we have a more classic JK2 duelist. Bartender dueling wasn't his first thing. It's force, and it's other aspects of the game that aren't seen in 1.04 NF. So he comes to dueling with a very unique perspective. And it's a pretty even trade right there. Tuesday looking for a way in with the yellow, and Bartender looking to sit back and parry with the blue. And blue on yellow is actually one of the most effective quick parries that you can do. And a back roll, that'll get you jammed up by Bartender for sure. Bartender usually will just lunge right into that. And a red from Tuesday. Very risky, but it pays off. Luring Bartender in. Very nice. And that is 3-3. Bartender continuing his forward aggression, mostly staying in blue. Tuesday with a little bit more patience. Hoping to hang back and catch Bartender's forward aggression with a sweep. And Bartender gets through with the blue on yellow parry. It is very difficult to fight an open blue, an open scramble blue against, or an open scramble yellow. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Blue is very tough to counter when it's open and not swinging when you're in yellow. So the trouble here is, how do we hit Bartender and also not have him go into that blue parry? And as Bartender goes into the red, Tuesday picks up on that right away, comes underneath, and sweeps with the yellow. Very nice. And it's now 4-4, as we are about 4 minutes into this match. And an excellent recognition there by Tuesday to come underneath of Bartender's red. It is now 5-4. Tuesday second lead, and Bartender opens up with a split. Getting much more aggressive. That was a lunge into a red overhead into a flaw. Bartender upping the frequency of his swings a little bit, coming a little bit more forward. And Bartender, when he's under a little bit of pressure, he gets more aggressive, not less. which is a very entertaining combination, definitely for for dueling viewership for sure, but not for the person dueling him. And it is now 6-5. And we're going to see probably another lunge right there, and another one maybe. Very close, but good pressure from Bartender, keeping up those lunges, keeping Tuesday on his toes. An excellent blue sweep and roll away. I think a key for Tuesday here is going to be wait for the lunges, wait for the overcommitment, and sweep into it. And the times that he's done that have been the times that have paid off handsomely. And now it's 7-6 with Tuesday in the lead. This is still very much anybody's game. And one has to be concerned about how anybody does against Bartender in the fullness of a match, as he keeps up at that aggression the entire time. It's now 7-7. Ooh, and a great jumping sweep by Bartender coming in hot. A missed lunge from Tuesday, and then falling right into the red right by Bartender. So Tuesday giving up a little bit of that patience and reserve, and Bartender seems to be capitalizing on that. Oh, an open red from Tuesday going for the reach. I think that's Tuesday's answer right there, is hanging back, going to the blue, going to the yellow, and waiting for Bartender to start making mistakes as he goes forward. And now Bartender is settled into more of a scramble and loses that scramble with Tuesday. It is now tied 8-8. And again, as league rules say, both people can go straight up to 10, or they can go win by 2. It is up to both of them, and they both have to agree. Ooh, and a nice dodge by Bartender, but could have been easily punished with a follow-up red diagonal. Good movement by both players as they look to sharpen up their final swings here at the end of the match. Oh, and an even trade? I think it's an even trade. 49-43, yes. And they're both fighting as though they traded worse. Oh, and Bartender. Ah. Oh, these scrambles are so intense. The slightest mistake and you lose, and it is now 9-8. So without anybody saying something, we typically are going to go straight to 10, but Tuesday gets a 9, and they both decide on 1 by 2, and somebody brings it up, we'll do it. There's plenty of room here for Tuesday to still pull this off. You have to force Bartender to react, but then sit back and let him make mistakes with this crazy forward aggression. That's a very difficult balance to strike, as Bartender is actually settled into a more patient style. And the switch was a bit much to handle. Bartender went from being fully aggressive to sitting back and being more patient in the scrambles. And excellent match. Very close. Could have gone either way very easily. Two great fighters. And we will absolutely see more of them in this league. Thanks all. Peace.